So Mr. Hadi, right now you're the most famous guy in Malaysia because you took the legendary AE86, the very famous initial D tofu car, all the way to Germany for two very big reasons. One, to go drive in the Nurburgring, which as car lovers, everybody's goal. And of course, for your own personal romantic reason, which we'll get into later. So how did this idea spark to you inside? This idea to have this huge, massive journey, how did that spark?
Okay, first of all, thanks for the interview, for the time. Actually, me and Mr. Ali was discussed about this past 2 years ago. Actually, me and Ali wants to expand the Retro Havoc event to all over the world. At the same time, I told Ali that I have a big dreams to drive a car to Nurburgring. And then at the same time, Ali say, why don't we do everything? At the same time, we also promote Retro Havoc event, car culture Malaysia, every car culture in Malaysia, and then we can share the car culture all over the country that we go. And at the same time also, in the conjunction, we also collaborate with the Tourism Malaysia. So at the same time, we also promote Malaysia, Visit Malaysia 2020. And the last is only the romantic is actually the last part, actually, after I've done everything, and then I get married with my girls. Yeah.
Okay, that's a wonderful story to hear. That's wonderful. So about Retro Havoc, because I also heard that this whole drive was called the Retro Havoc World Tour.
Yes.
So as you mentioned now, so this is a joint collaboration with you for the purpose to grow Retro Havoc and Tourism Malaysia for 2020. Okay, so on the car front, give me some backstory on your 86.
My 86 is just an ordinary car. This is my daily driven car, and the car is mostly is a stock condition. But before I do the planning, we also upgrade the few parts of the car, so suspensions, brakes, and most of handling and cooling system. So suspension, I engage with the F-Tune Racing suspension because I would like to bring also Malaysian brand at the same time, so I can help Malaysian entrepreneur with their brands, so I can show that the parts is proven parts all the way from our journey, all the condition of the weather and the road condition. So the car actually no problem, and we just have a minor maintenance when I own the car. No major maintenance at all.
Alright, so I have heard rumors about the cost of this whole journey. Okay, if you don't mind, do you mind throwing some light on that? Like the true cost, including the preparation of the car.
To be honest, the cost is close to 200,000.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because there's a lot of practice that you need to preparation. I have to make sure the car is really well prepared. So when you want to do the preparation, that everything have to make sure. So you have to go few times to Sepang to test the car, how's the performance and so on, And then of course, myself and my crew, we have to also prepare ourselves mentally and physically. So everything is included. Close to 200,000.
So when you mentioned crew, how many members did you take, and did you all have two other support vehicles and all that?
No, actually our first plan is initial plan. We want to have a backup car, but unfortunately we don't have because of the limited of time and also budget.
Okay.
Alright, so I decided to drive only one car. So I plan to bring all the spare part, the important spare part, and also tools. And my crew also, I brought one of my mechanics and also navigator. So we are three in one car.
Okay,
three
so
of us.
3-man team in the one car.
2 men and 1 female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So female is basically is a navigator and also the all the record account, everything records. Record keepers and navigator, and one is mechanic, and I'm a team leader overall. Yeah.
So tell me about the experience throughout each country. Feedback from people who are finding out about your story along the way.
Alright,
How did that feel?
so actually it was a really amazing experience, and I was like so shocked about this response actually. During my time in Bangkok, actually I already received so many messages, especially from Russia, and then one is from Hungary, from Toyota team from Hungary, and they just emailed to me. And in fact, from Toyota Cologne collection Germany, the person also emailed to message to me, TM. They just say, "Hi, I'm Alexander. I heard about your story. It's very inspiring. I would like to invite you to come to German collection, Toyota collections, to have a couple of tea and coffee, chit chat, and then you can go to Nurburgring." And then also in Hungary, they email me, and then they say that they want to provide me free service, free accommodations, and also sightseeing in Hungary, and also few track in Hungaroring. So many actually good, very good response. All the car enthusiasts actually. So we are quite shocked and impressed about this actually. It's a really amazing experience, and in Russia itself, I can say when I started Russia from Ulan-Ude to St. Petersburg. I have a lot of message, and then I can say every of city that I arrive, there's always people that waiting for me. So that I meet them, and then they bring me to the garage, to the workshop, and meet up all the car club there, and they show their car culture and stuff. So from there I share about our Malaysian car culture, Retro Havoc event, also Drive for Paul, and we promote them to come to Malaysia and see how our car culture in Malaysia. So actually from this I believe this we can share our, and then they can come to Malaysia and also can see our country car culture.
I think that goes to show that what you've done is not just for Malaysians itself. Like it really shows throughout the whole world, everybody respects the journey you have done and how much everyone loves cars, no matter what country you're from, exactly. What car it is. Everybody wants to be a part of something this big.
So first, to be honest with you, actually, Russia is one of the country that I actually afraid to enter. Because I've heard so many things that say Russian is a mafia country whatsoever. So during before Mongolia is the worst road in Mongolia actually. So we just have to drive like so brutal condition road, 230 kilometer off road. So which is it took me like 13 hours to drive.
Just 230 km.
230 km is like 13 hours. So I drove that. It was really challenging because so many cars have a puncture tire and tire broken and so on. But luckily we had no problem, just a minor problem only. But we managed to enter Russia. After we enter Russia, we drive another 360 km to Ulan-Ude. So from Ulan-Ude, I received one text message from the guy, the name Dimitri. So he owned also AE86. So from there we met. So he called few of his friends, like TT session, like 6-5 cars, and then we just have like 3 hours, and then from there on he put in the group of AE86 Russian. So from the starting from Ulan-Ude until St. Petersburg, I have all the way.
All the support. Community is so strong.
Yes, 86 and also JDM. JDM, Nissan, everything. Most car enthusiasts. It's very awesome.
That's actually wonderful to hear. So I'm sure you prepped way ahead for this journey and gone through every possible obstacle and all that. Were there any unexpected challenges along the way which you had to handle only on the spot?
Actually, the most challenging part is when we notice our visa is expired. which is Russia in Russia.
Okay.
I thought that the visa usually upon arrival visa is active, but in Russia is when they stated that one on the first and end on the 30, so that means you have to follow. So I got information from the agent. I got wrong information from the agent.
Okay.
So actually we noticed when we want to check in the hotel, and then the reception say that your visa is expired. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. So from there I just straight away call the Moscow embassy, Malaysian embassy. They say you got no choice. You have to go out from Russia tonight,
Wow.
immediately.
Okay.
So the nearest is Kazakhstan. So which is we don't plan to go to Kazakhstan. So it's a detour. So we went to Kazakhstan. So we already drove like 600. So I have to plus from Russian to Kazakhstan another 7 plus. So that day I drove like 1,400 kilometer in a day, and straight away, and we have to queue the border. To enter border is like 3.5 kilometer. It took like 12 hours.
12 hours?
12 hours because it's very
just
long.
3.5 km
Yes.
For the border crossing?
Yes, border crossing.
Okay.
So after we enter border crossing, we met the immigration, and then the barrier of language is very difficult because not everyone can speak English there. So luckily I have a roaming man.
Okay.
Roaming man is very good and works very helpful for us because we have a 24 hours connected.
Okay.
So we can solve the problem and everything. So we email the Nur Sultan Almaty in Kazakhstan, the embassy, and then we told them our chronology problem and so on. They managed to help us, and then from there we get extended visa. We have to drive from Kazakhstan to the Almaty like 300 plus kilometer. So we be there like 3 days to extend our visa process. So luckily, thank God, we managed to extend our visa in another 10 days.
Okay.
So from there, Kazakhstan, we go out to Russian back.
And continue back on
Continue to Moscow and then go to St. Petersburg.
Okay. Wow, so that must have been actually quite a stressful 2 days.
Yes.
Your whole plan all had
Yes,
to change.
everything have to change, to adjust a bit, but we managed.
Shows your commitment to keep going and find your way back.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
And then
that's
one more thing about the cars. Actually, during on the way from Russia to Kazakhstan, my car have a little bit jerking, because of the fuel quality. Because so many fuel that I pour in my car, so many fuel of the country.
Okay.
And then in Kazakhstan, we have a car jerking, and we check everything, and the spark plug is already worn out.
I see.
So we just change the spark plug once, and then we can continue the journey. Yeah.
This is you actually answered one of my next questions. Which was going to be how did you handle all the fueling in different countries, because they all have different grades.
Yes.
and
Okay.
qualities.
Actually, in China we have like 91, RON 91, which is I think should be okay because I have octane booster.
I see. Okay.
So I pour the 91 and also octane booster. So okay, no problem. The car is work. Because if you see the China petrol is quite high. The price is like 3 ringgit per liters. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like this. So of course in Mongolia also the price, and we just put the normal fuel quality. Yeah. No problem.
So, using all of the different fuels, did you feel your car was severely affected in any way?
Yep.
You could really feel
I can notice because of the cars actually. You can see the difference of the performance and also the distance of the mileage.
Okay. You will be able to keep track.
Yes,
of everything.
we have all the records and everything. I think the most fuel good is in Europe, of course, obviously. So in Russia, I got it only like full tank 40 liters is like 480 kilometers, close to 500, 470. It depends on the road condition and also pattern how you drive the car. Because of maybe you climb the hill, based on the road condition. Yeah.
And then of course you have to come to Germany.
Okay.
Yes. So how did it feel to take the car into that track?
Actually, thank us, Mr. Ali also came over, fly, even though he also busy because of the drive for Paul.
Because he's a car guy.
Yeah, thank
Hardcore
God.
car guy.
Thank you very much, and I think Ali also can share the experience in Nurburgring.
Okay.
It was really awesome experience, and then our friend from Portugal and Spain also flew over from Spain and Portugal to having us there to be with us to make it the things more happy.
Okay.
So Ali also have in that experience. So
We've seen videos of people driving on Nurburgring and all that, and in the videos it's already scary to watch because there are people who are driving so seriously and then people are chill driving. So from both of y'all, how do y'all think it is to actually be in the driver's seat on that track?
actually, it was a lucky day also because of usually they open only Nurburgring Notch Life, which is one track. So during that day, we had a chance to have a GP track and also Notch Life. They combined, so actually full track. So we have experienced the GP and Notch Life. So it was a lucky day also. Actually, when we look at the weather, actually the weather shows that a little bit cloudy, right? And then luckily everything is okay, no rains. God bless us.
Because usually every year during that time, it's already snow.
Yes, it's already snow.
That would have been very
But for 2019, the weather is okay.
It's okay, yeah.
Wow, okay.
So actually,
that must be very lucky.
very lucky.
Yeah.
So that's why, and then our friend from Holland, we actually prepare our car in Holland because of our suspensions. We have to change the suspension. We have to change our brake pad. We have to check overall performance of the car before
Because it is a very abusive track.
yeah
as well.
before we enter to Nurburgring, because we have two setup. First setup is for the tour and second for the circuit. So we change the suspension in one of our friends in Holland. Our friends give us a space, and then from there we change the suspension, check everything, and then the next day we enter the Nurburgring.
So maybe you can share that there's a workshop in Nurburgring sponsoring you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, luckily that we have Yokohama tires.
Okay.
Yokohama tires in Malaysia actually, the one who sponsor us for tires.
Oh, okay.
So actually we have changed tire in Beijing once, and then they give us AE86.
Okay.
The
Right.
direct order from Japan.
Yes,
Wow,
yes,
okay.
and then from the China we drove until Europe, and then I call again Yokohama Malaysia, say I want to have a tire. Okay, is it possible for you to arrange? And then they try to arrange, then managed to arrange. So I went to Nurburgring Tire Center Yokohama, which is actually not many people, not normal people
It's not
can
open to
enter.
public.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
open
I
to
see.
public.
Wow.
It's a R&D
That
place.
makes it really unique.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a R&D place.
Okay.
So I met Mr. Thomas there, and then they changed our tire in a ADOA RS. So we got a new tire, so which is we feel more confidence and more happy.
Especially for a track like
Yes, and then and then we went to Holland. We changed the suspension, check overall brake pad and so on, and then the next day we together went to the Nurburgring, and then so many car enthusiasts there and so many people that from message that I received from them, and we met everyone there actually.
Okay.
So
Everybody is waiting for him at Nurburgring
Okay.
just to meet him and to see.
That must be something amazing to feel
Yes.
like when you show up.
Yep.
You're from a country so far away, which
Yeah.
technically so much smaller compared to them.
Yes,
but
yes.
people are there waiting, excited to see all that. It's
And then
And also not only people in Europe, also the driving instructor is
the
waiting
Nurburgring
to guide
instructors.
him.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
inside
yes.
the Nurburgring,
The guy
yeah.
is actually I watched video in 98 gears.
Okay.
The guy who drove
He's
his
very famous in YouTube.
yes, he
Okay.
drove his 86. He's from Spain.
Uh-huh.
The name is George Azacotia.
Okay.
So I actually PM him. Just simply PM him, and then he replied to me. He said, "Hi George. Actually, I'm from Malaysia. I want to drive my car Toyota from here Malaysia to Nurburgring." And he said, "Hi Hadri and son. We just have a normal conversation." And things became serious when he knows that I'm middle in Russia. and already enter Europe. So and say, okay, I have to book my ticket and be with you now. So I feel happy, and then he really flew and then be in Nurburgring. So he guide me how to drive in Nurburgring because he's one of the good driver in Nurburgring. For the AE86, he make like less than 8 minutes time.
Okay. How many laps did you all do?
For me, I just did like 2 laps because of the so many traffic actually, and then also
And people are going very high speed.
very high speed. Actually,
Supercar all the way.
yes, actually,
That's nervous. That's so
actually
nervous.
2 laps for me is already good enough.
Okay.
Because of the road, the track is really big. Of course, 24 kilometer approximately. Yeah.
I think people average 8 or 9 minutes only there.
Yeah, 10 minutes depends.
Okay.
But then I did like I think more than 10 minutes of course because I have a passenger, so we just want to really enjoy and so on.
Main thing was to drive there.
Yes. But of course the second lap I push a bit my car and so on. But
See, that's a car guy.
Yes.
First lap, chill.
Yeah.
Second lap, okay, push.
because after I have one guy, actually he's a tester from Porsche driver. I met him in a nearby petrol station in EQ Nurburgring, where is the famous petrol station. So when I want to fill up my petrol, he came out from the petrol station and he say, "This is your car?" I say, "Yeah, this is my car. Where you from?" "I'm from Malaysia." "You are from Malaysia? Drive?"
Okay.
"Yes." He say, "You are crazy and so on." And then he say, "This is the best Toyota ever that he drove in Nurburgring. He drove more than 1,000 laps."
Okay.
So he say he like really this guy, and he give me a lot of advice. Say that you should be careful when you drive in Nurburgring. You should be always aware on your rear mirror, everything. Be alert, everything. You know, a lot of tips he gave me, which is very good because I have, in Nurburgring, even though you are pro driver, also you might have a big crash there.
Yeah.
That's what they call green hell. Yeah.
I cannot imagine what you would have felt driving on that track.
It's
because
really-
the other cars there, they don't back off or
No.
choose to take any chance or anything. They want to focus and
They
go
don't
all
slow
out.
down, bro.
Yeah.
They just overtake
They
you.
just slow down, and then there's very experience, very nice, and a lot of people really to be there. And then we went to the RSR as well.
Okay.
RSR is actually one of the workshop provide the rent race car.
Okay.
So they are very good in provide the rent race car. So we will be there to visit the workshop, and then they also say crazy, and then we have some photo session with them,
Okay.
and then so that's how we build our connections and everything. And then I got already message from my friend from JDM shop in Germany. So they plan to come here in Malaysia on the September.
Okay.
We just-
Also doing a drive journey? Or?
No. We went to Germany in Bavaria
Okay.
before I went to Nurburgring. So this guy actually organized a welcome party.
Okay.
to
Wow.
me,
Very
so okay.
nice of them.
So he actually prepared the car and then have one day event. So they call all the car enthusiasts in Germany to meet us and to have a talk session and so on. Actually, he owns a car shop, JDM shop, they call. So the guy name is Pavel, and then he planning to come to Malaysia this year.
This year.
He already
that would be wonderful.
sent me message 2 days ago.
Okay.
He wants to book the ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so since y'all have been to the Nurburgring, okay, I'll ask you first.
Yep.
If you were to do it in any other car, just driving on the Nurburgring, since you've already been there and you've done it in your 86,
Yep.
any other car in the world, money no object, what would you choose to
I will-
drive around Nurburgring?
If I wish, my dream,
Yes,
I will drive a Porsche GT3 RS.
V3RS.
Mm.
Track junkie car, that one. What about you, Sally?
Evo
You've
lah,
driven
bro.
a lot of cars.
Evo lah.
Evo.
Evo.
Okay, which Evo?
4-wheeler, bro. Evo 9.
It's
Even I-
really. I just want to share. If you had a chance, you better try to go to Nurburgring. It's really awesome.
Listening to your
experience.
story, it has done nothing but motivate not only me, but I'm sure everybody is going to be watching this
Yeah.
to do this journey, because this moral support and the sheer excitement of the whole process is It's out of this world.
Yes, and then I've met a guy in Ulan Ude. I still remember the name is Dimitri. He owns a S13. So we went to the workshop and he told me I have my dream also. I want to drive my S13 to Nurburgring. So because of my friends get married, his friend and so on. So he getting faded the interest,
Okay.
So when we came to visit him, and he said that you really give me my spirit back and so on. So I say, yeah, you can do, man. I'm from Malaysia, where you are from Russia is close by, and he planning, and then now he's preparing his car.
That's wonderful. You're motivating people not just from Malaysia, but so many people along the way.
Yes. It's a lot of experience, and most of people give me so many gifts that we receive, food, so much. If there's one incident happened, this is in St. Petersburg. Really in St. Petersburg, I only have not even can say 1 day because our visa is already expired.
Okay.
We have to go out from Russia the next day. So the late night I arrived in St. Petersburg. So we managed to meet a few car guys there from 2-3 workshop. So and then there's one own Mazda RX-7, AE86, Mark II, and everything. So many cars. And then there's one couple actually, young couple. He sent a message to me that he wants to see us, but he don't know whether he can see us or not. But because he got a vacation in Finland. So I said, okay, no problem. We try, and then we try our best, and then we managed to meet each other, and then we met, and then we having dinner with them and so on. And then one day after that, we already wants to go back to hotel, and the couple help us to check in the hotel because the Airbnb there, they just give an instruction where you can enter, take the key there, and it's like a puzzle. You understand what I mean? So he come and then help us. So the wife say, can you please turn on your light? I want to see the light before we go back home. So I said sure, I turn on. So when I'm turned on, I just realized that my headlamp on the right side is already broke.
Okay.
So it's cracked. So I say, oh my god, this is very big problem because I don't have spare light.
And also, if you want to find AE86 specifically,
it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And I have really short time. And they say, it's okay, I have spare. Oh my god. So it's really left. Yes. You say no problem. Tomorrow is my tomorrow morning. You come to my garage. So we say 7 in the morning. Actually, they stay a little bit far, like 20 minutes, But because of the incident happened, they stay somewhere. And then early in the morning, they came to our motel. So we prepare everything, put everything on luggage, everything back, and then actually 5 of us in the car. So that is the maximum. So we drove to the garage. The name is also Dimitri, and the wife is Angelina. I have a photo of them and so on, So really, we go there, and then he say, I have 2 of this light. You try, and it's quite brand new. So we try, and one it works. He say, this is for you. I give you.
No charge.
No charge. It's free.
Wow.
It's for your genie.
Okay.
So I feel like, oh my god, it's very blessed.
That's a wonderful experience.
Wonderful, totally yes. And then straight away we continue our journey. If I don't have the light, I'm not able to enter Europe because Europe will check your car. Yeah. So
this is amazing things to hear.
Yes,
like this. Unexpected.
Unexpected.
And then by some good luck, which these people
exactly.
have it and all.
Yeah. And for them, they are really warm. They are really welcoming you. Nice people. It's really. Yeah.
So now that the journey is over already, what are your plans for your 86 now?
Actually, as I told you, in Bangkok, I got received message from the Toyota collection in Germany, Cologne. So we visit them, and then we are talking, and then they entertain us, show all the classic car in collection of the Toyota. So I talked with them. Actually, I want to just display my car. Is it okay for them? I say yes, please, we are pleased to take your car.
In its full condition.
Yes, so I put my car display in Toyota Collection Germany, Cologne.
It's already there now.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay,
So
okay.
I have a contract with them.
Okay.
So I can just take the car anytime I want.
Anytime you want.
Yep. The car is in a good hand.
Okay.
In the Toyota Collection Germany. Yeah.
As long as the people who genuinely support the culture and they really love the whole thing,
yes.
they will definitely
So actually, so people wants to go and see the car, they can go to Toyota Collection Germany, Cologne. Yep.
your car by spirit is still over there.
Yeah. So many people we met, and then a lot of people, a lot of owners of 86
Okay.
in Italy, in Austria, and one in Austria. During my time in Germany, friends from Austria just came all the way from Austria to Germany. It's like 700 kilometer
Okay.
just to be with us
Okay.
for one day, and then he drove back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Same-
kind of moral
same-
support which you cannot
Same
find.
goes to Russia also.
Okay.
When we was in Krasnoyarsk,
Mhm.
Siberians, and Red Ring, there is the first circuit that I enter. Actually, they request us, "Oi guys, there's a Red Ring there in Krasnoyarsk. You better enter. It's a free."
Oh, okay.
So actually, I don't want to to risk the car to enter the circuit, And then the road, and then says, okay, but I try. So from there, the first circuit I enter in Russia is Krasnoyarsk in Red Ring, and then after that we go to Kuzbas, and then after Kazan Ring ada, after that ADM Raceway from Moscow, and then after ADM Raceway Moscow we go to Hungary, and then after Hungary we go to Nurburgring.
Okay.
Yeah.
You work your way to the big one.
Yes, so actually it's a few tracks that I really test.
Okay.
In Russia, all track is free,
Oh,
no
okay,
charge.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder what that
Yeah,
is like.
they invite us, purposely invite us to test in their track
Okay.
and to meet all the car enthusiasts there.
So, also I have to wish you congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your recent marriage. So, how does your wife feel about all of this?
She feel so so impressed, and she said that I'm totally crazy. That's all.
Every quality woman
Yeah.
seeks in a man.
Yes, actually a lot of local of paper in Germany also actually have a lot of local media
Covered by
paper
them.
covered by them. And also the magazine, Bild magazine in Germany
Okay.
also have all the story.
Okay.
So
Okay. So, can we expect you to do something like this again?
maybe I have to marry another second wife. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Well, actually, I have a planning with Ali.
Next year.
Maybe next year.
Okay.
We
So
want
the
to.
plan will be like Hadri will drive from Europe.
Okay.
So maybe we met somewhere in Hong Kong or Taiwan.
Okay.
So I will drive from Malaysia.
I see. Okay.
So from Hong Kong or Taiwan, we will ship our car to Japan, and we will do Japan tour.
Oh,
So-
wow. That is something.
You know,
we definitely look
Japan.
forward
In
to.
Japan, there's a lot of tuners and workshop
that is
that we
where
can
it belongs
visit.
to.
Yeah.
Exactly. The culture
We can
there is
visit, yeah.
massive.
So we will spend maybe around 2 months traveling around Japan
Japan.
just to visit each of the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
To make contact,
this is
yeah.
amazing news.
That's
to hear. This-
that's the plan for
That's
the.
it.
Yeah.
We'll see how if we have.
I
a
got
good
my fingers
sponsor.
crossed for you. I hope that works out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Mr. Ali, you have brought Retro Havoc
Yeah.
to great places because now it is Kamida. No, Retro Havoc.
Yeah.
Like you go to Retro Havoc the last time, like you all have flaws and
Mhm.
huge. You all have so
Yeah.
many different variations there, from the oldest to the most
Yeah.
new, different modding styles. Everybody's there, and it's not just for the cars. You all also have food, and you all have like a concert
Music.
thing and music there going on, sales and everything. So 2020 just started.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we expect this year?
Okay, for this year, the plan is already, I mean,
Okay.
100% done already.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the venue will be at the same place where we held this Drive for Paul event last time in Bandar, Malaysia. The date is on 28th of March, Saturday, one-day event. So I am planning right now to do the same thing like what I did for Drive for Paul.
Okay.
But I don't want to do convoy.
Okay.
just to get a free entrance into Sepang Circuit for 1 hour for us to do parade,
Oh, I
lap
see.
parade
Okay,
for
okay.
Retro Havoc parade lah.
Okay.
Because last time we did drive football, mostly all supercars and new cars. So this one, since this is specifically for Retro Havoc event, so there'll be a lot of retro cars only.
Okay.
I also right now we receive roughly around 50 participants from Thailand.
Just from Thailand?
yeah.
Wow,
So
okay.
Thailand, the quality of Thailand car builder is, I don't want to talk much about them, but it's something that we are a bit behind. So
Okay, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
last time they only sent 20 cars last year, but they won all
almost all the
90% of the categories that we had in Retro Havoc last year.
Okay.
So this
year
year they
got
send 50 cars.
Okay.
So
Hopefully,
I don't know what to
We're gonna
say.
need more categories.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's nice because Thailand is something, no
Yep.
matter what, we look
Mhm.
up to the Thai guys.
Yeah.
They're so near.
Yep.
Their modding style is so unique, so special.
Yes.
They have no limit. It's like we
Yeah.
go crazy. We'll do what we feel like one day we'll do it.
Yeah.
Custom everything.
And also waiting confirmation from Hong Kong team
Okay.
to drive again their Subarus, 20 of them from Hong Kong,
Okay.
all the way
I
from
remember
Hong Kong.
They did that, I think 2 years.
They
ago.
did that
3
in
years.
2017, yeah.
Okay.
So last time was only 5 or 7 cars.
Okay.
So this time 20 cars
Wow,
from
okay.
Hong Kong, yeah.
All that should be a nice big combination for Retro Havoc,
Yes.
big center,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
become a big beacon in Malaysia.
Yes.
Like Retro
that is
Havoc
what
is
actually we
everywhere.
want actually. So
Yeah.
we can.
And also
share
there
our-
will be a drift show
Oh, wonderful.
because I don't want to do competition.
Okay.
And we're planning to rent the runaway, the 2 kilometer runaway for Retro Havoc drag battle.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the first time,
definitely you get a lot of people participating for that one. People love to drag in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Because if you know Bandar Malaysia, they will close down the area for
Yeah.
construction
Yeah.
maybe around mid of this year.
Okay.
So Retro Havoc maybe will be the last event to be held there.
Okay.
In that
That'll be good. That'll be a very
Really?
nice way to close it off.
Yes,
A
yes.
big event like Retro Havoc, doing that, bringing together so many different cultures, countries even. That's amazing to hear.
And also since this is 2020 ya, Wawasan 2020
Okay,
Vision
yes.
2020. So we are building one Proton Saga, the old Proton Saga.
Your own.
No.
the first generation.
Our
Oh, I see.
the first generation of Proton Saga Retro Havoc edition
Oh, wow.
for
okay.
audience lucky draw.
Wow.
Only
okay,
with
that is amazing.
only with 10 ringgit of entrance ticket.
Okay.
You are entitled
Stand a chance to
to
win.
stand a chance to win
Wow.
Proton Saga first
Okay,
model.
so trailer a bit, like how are y'all building it? Or y'all waiting to unveil it?
Yeah, we are planning to restore it stock. I mean,
Okay.
stock, but with some tunes part like
That's what everybody says. Stop.
yeah.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Yeah.
This one, that one, this one, that one.
Suspension also will be tuned by F-Tune, fully adjustable, high-low, soft hard,
Yeah.
and engine softly tunes,
Okay.
aircon all working,
Okay.
interior nice, new paint, you know.
This
Yeah.
looks like something will be very worthy to win.
Yes,
The
yes.
lucky draw.
And also one classic bike, C70, the old Honda,
Okay.
but custom,
Custom
our way,
Your own
retro
style.
Havoc style.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Wow, that is amazing to
it's
hear.
two
It's very
two only car and bikes also.
Okay. Okay.
So actually, I have one more incident happens during my journey. I still remember this one. In China, there is one car actually behind me, and he trying to give me a flashlight and horn me for a few times.
Okay.
I thought that I had done a mistake.
Okay.
I was panicked, and then he stopped me, and then he said, "No, I'm not going to harm you or everything. I'm just want to see the car."
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, okay, fine. You
He's
can
just
see the car.
excited fan.
Okay, so then basically he just go down from the car, and then he was shaking. I don't know, he was nervous, and then he said, "This is my first time to see the real life car, because in China you are not allowed to have a classic car."
Okay.
For your information, so it's really impossible for you to find a classic car in China. So during my journey from the bottom of China towards until the Beijing. So in China it's like 5,000 kilometer. I in China for 16 days. So many things, so many people I met, so many cameras, so many videos, a lot of things.
You must have been the talk of the country for
Yes,
the 16
yes,
days.
yes.
For a classic car to be there.
If you remember initial D,
Jay
Chow.
Jay Chow.
Yeah,
So that's how they notice actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay Chow
For them, it's their whole scene.
Unicorn lah, unicorn.
And then there's one guy, Mr.
People come
Shan.
give you tofu.
Mr. Shan, the name of the guy. Actually, he wished to meet us, but he couldn't because he lived far away.
Okay.
And he said, please give me your address, hotel that you want to be in the hotel. I want to send you a model of AE86.
Wow. Okay.
That the car can be with you.
Okay.
That shows me with you
Okay.
for the journey.
There is so much of support.
So a lot.
So
It's a
much
lot.
of
It's
support,
really, it's a really amazing experience
Yeah.
and of unforgettable experience ever.
It's unbelievable because I'm sure when you
Really.
started this whole idea, you could not have possibly imagined that the support will be this huge.
Yes.
Like from outside of this country itself, you know.
Yeah. And then receive message from Finland, even in Turkey. I received of Turkey, Kazakhstan also, AE86 club. Kazakhstan, Turkey also, they say come to Turkey, come to Kazakhstan.
Okay.
Always like this.
From
but
now, you're always going to be welcome. You're going to
but-
be known as the 86 guy.
So I cannot, of course I cannot go any place that I want.
Yeah.
But it's really amazing.
Okay.
So there is only the things that we can share. So I hope this Retro Havoc 2020 will be more participant and more guests to come.
More
More people from
overseas to
all-
come and see
yeah.
car culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also for this coming event,
28 March, am I right?
28 March, we will have a special guest for the first time, Mr. Smokey Nagata
Oh,
from
okay.
Top Secret.
Yeah,
He is
yeah,
coming
yeah.
to Retro
Wow,
Havoc,
he's coming
for the special guest, yeah.
Okay.
And
that's
also
good to hear.
Daisan of the Option Magazine,
Okay.
Shoji, Toshi.
You all have a serious lineup. That is going to be one hell of a day. Yes.
So these people are coming to Malaysia to see all of these Retro Havoc participants, cars,
Okay.
to see how we play car here.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Well, this is amazing to hear what you all are doing with Retro Havoc, to really grow Malaysia car culture, making other countries notice that we have a serious culture here as well. We're not just messing around.
There's one guy from Portugal,
Luis.
Luis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luis even he talked among his friends. Oh, Retro Havoc is the biggest in Asia.
Wow.
Luis is a really guy that who actually we know through the just social media,
Okay.
and he had worked here for 1 month.
Yeah.
So from there we get closer.
Okay.
So we
He's
met every day.
86 owner as well.
He's
okay.
in Portugal.
yeah.
Yeah. So he is the one who knows the guy from Spain, the George, very close. So he informed George. Say George,
Spread the word.
this crazy Malaysian guy wants to drive, and so that's why how the community getting more closer and so on. From Hungary, from Austria, from Denmark, from Switzerland,
Italy.
yeah.
You've become worldwide.
France.
Yeah.
In France, we the community in France 86 they brought us to Le Mans 24, Le Mans
Okay.
track,
Okay.
to see the track and to have an experience to see all the race there, and then go to Le Mans museum, and all paid for,
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. I guess in that case, the only thing lacking is time. If you had more time in
Yeah.
Europe and all that, like with the amount of invitations from so many people, you could have gone everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, in UK also invite me and son, but I cannot do anymore.
Okay.
It's too long, and
Yeah.
we cannot because of the weather and so on. Yeah.
Coming to that, how long did this whole journey take?
It took me 96 days, and I clocked 31,563 kilometer to be exact,
Okay.
close to 32,000. And 8 circuit I enter, Sepang and so on, and 0 breakdown.
Okay, that's amazing.
And then one thing, we met a guy, also the overlander
Okay.
in Kazan. Kazan, which is in part of Russia.
Okay.
So before there's one guy named Yuza. He texts me, say, hey, I saw a Malaysian car from Malaysia,
Okay.
4-wheel and motorbike.
Okay.
And then he took a photo. That time we was in a motel, and we just get ready to meet them. And he say, better you come fast because they want to see you.
Okay.
So we drove and then we met the Malaysian overlander, but they drove all the 4-wheel drive, Land Cruiser, Land Rover and so on, and motorbike. And they say, guys, you are only one car. Yes, I'm with only one car. And 3 people inside the car. Yes. You are really idiot. They say, and then there's one guy from Singapore. I say, you can drive this car. Oh, I got also Mazda Miata. I think I want to drive so and so. And in fact, they also have a breakdown in China. 2 times gearbox change.
Okay.
Yeah, but luckily we don't have any major problem. Just a minor problem.
Okay. So for that much of mileage, 31,000.
31,563 kilometer.
And zero breakdown.
Zero breakdown.
Superbly impressive. That goes to show the effort you took to prepare the car.
Yes, there
Every
is.
single
Yes,
detail to
yes.
make sure it's running smoothly.
Yes. It's not that. Of course, the Toyota is a reliable car, of course, but of course you need to take every inch of the preparations. You can't take for
The
granted.
preparation also took months.
Took months,
for us to
Because
make sure
in fact we called the driver from Japan, Akira
If
Ida.
you know Akira Ida, the Toyota driver.
Yes,
I
factory
did
driver.
that day at
Yes,
Sepang,
yes.
Yeah.
So because we
We let him
want,
test the car first.
because we want to make sure the car is in a good condition. And
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, a bit on the technical side then. How much of engine oil do you think you had to
Okay, I
use?
just had to change
3 times. 4
3 times only. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
3
actually,
times.
2 times.
Okay.
Not once. Of course, before I started journey, of course, it's the new engine oil. And then second time I changed in Mongolia, and then the third time I changed in Hungary,
Okay.
and until now.
Wow. Okay, I would have expected so much more than that.
And
Running
just
around also globally.
other things I just top up a little bit, some liters to in the engine, because every day we have a daily checking before we start the journey. Tires, conditions, light, oil and water, basic things, and hoses, belting and everything, so that we don't have any breakdowns in our journey.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and I cannot say this enough. We are very, very proud of what you all have achieved. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
your hand for this.
Thank you
It
very
is
much.
something amazing which you all have done, not only as a drive, but also Retro Havoc for our Malaysian name, our
Yeah,
car culture.
yeah.
This is really amazing, guys.
It's
Thank you so much.
it's a really good, and then that's how my friend in JDM shop, he wants to see the car culture in Malaysia. That's how they say, I want to book the ticket
Okay.
by around September. I think around end of September they want to come to Malaysia.
And also,
Come and do a TT.
this journey actually already inspired a lot of people
Okay.
to do the same thing.
Alright,
Drive
alright, yeah.
from Malaysia to Europe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course, I think I'm the first one who drive the car in Nurburgring, Malaysian plate number in
Yeah,
Nurburgring in the history.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We've
also-
never heard of anything else
Yeah.
before.
And the longest,
Maybe there are people who drove there but driving Malaysian car there.
Exactly.
yep, and then the
The
longest.
same car that did the journey
Yeah.
some more. Yeah.
And then I think I'm the longest ever who drove the AE86 in the world.
Okay.
I guess
Okay.
you can check.
You gotta apply this to Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I want to actually.
Yeah, you should, you should.
Yeah. So that is what we can try to contribute to our country and our society in our capacity. Actually, for what we done, and we can share actually to all the car enthusiasts. So actually, our idea is when we can bring all the advanced country technology to our country. So from our local people can share the ideas and technology. So from there they can share the ideas, then they can do the business actually.
And it'll continue to grow.
Yep.
The whole culture will continue to
Yep.
grow. Yeah.
This is what we want to do. At least we can contribute to the society.
Exactly. Y'all are contributing more than y'all know. That is definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Y'all are inspiring from kids, not
Yeah.
just people who have cars and young people, but like from kids, to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
Malaysia play because for kids nowadays they don't know what the 86 is.
Yeah.
You know, it's something so old. Even for me, when I was a kid, is when I saw that. So imagine for kids nowadays, they see the pride of Malaysian number plate all the way driving there in Nurburgring.
Yep.
Y'all are really
So well,
excited.
I think for anyone who wants to to sponsor for the
The next journey.
the next journey and also,
Also
the
the next
the
event.
proton project, I think I guess Ali.
Yeah.
We are open for the sponsor who are willing to build the engine,
Right.
and then we can share the whatever, because this car anyway we want to give to the lucky
We're
person.
not building a race car. Just maybe restore the car.
Who wants to
back
participate for the car building in the saga, you are welcome.
contact me.
You can contact Ali directly, so we can discuss.
Okay.
So want to show the product whatsoever. We have a collaboration in F-Tune
So far
now.
we have F-Tune coming
F-Tune.
in.
So for other, maybe for the paint job, for the bodywork, for the engine whatsoever,
Okay.
we are just open.
So that
Right.
car will serve as a platform.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, it'll have the Retro Havoc stamp on it, and with whichever.
And also it's a
other-
national car.
Yeah,
First
exactly.
national
Yeah.
car.
And like you said, awesome duplo started with the
Yes.
saga. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So that's
Yes,
amazing, guys.
yeah.
Thank you so much for both of your time today,
Alright.
Mr.
Alright.
Adri,
Thank you.
Mr. Alie. Thank you so much. We look forward to a lot more.
Yeah.
Your next-
venture.
Yeah, exactly. Your next venture to Japan next year and Retro Havoc this year seems like it's lined up to be a really, really amazing year.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.